Here with me now are Catherine Berman and Sophie Lamontagne from TLC's DC Cupcakes. Thank you for being here. I have to say that cupcakes are a huge trend, and all cupcakes are not created equal. And yours are fresh. A lot of people don't make the batter every day. I know that you make the batter every day. Some people freeze it. Some of the big ones freeze it. And the cupcakes are so delicious. So I'm really happy to have you here. My daughter loves them. I love it.
Oh.
And you can go in there and decorate cupcakes. It's just fun. And you have a real business now. You have several stores. You have a television show. And how do you set yourself apart?
You know, I think it's really important to differentiate yourself from all the other competitors out there. And so for us, it was really about using the best ingredients and baking fresh every single day. So at our bakery, we use the best butter. We use a brand called Plugra, because butter even has a taste, the European style butter, and that makes a huge difference in baking.
And we try to make it a visual experience too, because cupcakes are very visual. So you can come in our bakery and see the cupcakes being frosted. You can come in and frost them, decorate them yourself. So we try to make it very interactive and visual.
And there's a system. Do you want to show me first how you have your signature swirl for the cupcake, or do you want to bake first?
Let's bake first, and then we'll show you how to frost them. So we're actually going to show you how to make a low-cal version of our carrot cupcakes.
Okay.
It's 50 calories, and I think if you're
50 calories.
Yep. It's very, very easy to make at home.
Okay.
So we're going to start with some dry ingredients. Do you want to sift, Bethany? We've got 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour.
So we're sifting in items that are really delicate. You want to sift.
Yep.
Like if it were banana bread or something more coarse, you wouldn't need to. But if you're doing cupcakes, you need to sift because you get all those little rocks out.
Yeah, and you want to make it light and fluffy. So I just added 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of cinnamon.
So all your dry gets sifted.
Yep, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And in the mixer,
and look though, you get these little pebble rocks. You don't want those in your cupcakes. That's why you get the little soft cupcakes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we're going to add a 1/4 cup of honey.
Okay.
And this is actually going to replace the sugar in our recipe. And so honey is actually sweeter than sugar, so you can use a lot less of it than regular sugar.
For the same calories.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
And instead of butter, we're going to use unsweetened applesauce.
That's what you use instead of butter. Do you ever use banana or puree?
And for chocolate, we use yogurt.
Yes.
So Greek yogurt's a great substitute for butter if you're doing a chocolate cupcake.
So go on the website, because there are a lot of things when you see a recipe, you can just immediately say, okay, let me take out the butter and do this. Let me take out that and do that. There are a lot of ways to substitute and not sacrifice flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
And texture.
And I'm going to add 2 small eggs.
Okay.
And if you wanted to replace the eggs, you could also use bananas. They're
a great
good
binder.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. And then we're going to add a cup of grated carrots.
Which is so great. This is great for kids because you have your antioxidants.
Yep. And you can even add, you know, some shredded apple in there too.
If you wanted to make apple cupcakes, just replace the carrot with apple.
Raisins.
Yep. And then we're going to alternate our wet and dry ingredients. And then if you want to do the dry, and I'll add the wet, little by little. And we want to do this because we want to create air in our batter to make the cupcakes light and fluffy. And if you kind of dump it in all at once, then it'll kind of collapse all the air we're creating. So that's a trick when you're baking at home. Just add everything little by little. Yeah, exactly.
Delicate.
So we're going to mix this up. And then we're going to scoop it into a mini cupcake pan and bake it for 18 to 20 minutes. And when they come out, they look
use a little ice cream scoop?
Exactly.
A mini ice cream scoop.
They look just like this, and they're really delicious. And
it's
a great way to save calories.
It is a great way to save calories because if you want more, you can have 2. But a lot of times with a big cupcake, you don't want to, don't eat the whole thing.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.